Back to We Are Humanity. This is episode 11. This channel has been focused on promoting human unity and encouraging the development of greater social harmony. The aim of this channel was to challenge the entrenched us versus them thinking that has been prevalent throughout the history of this country. This episode actually represents the conclusion of this channel. So this will be the last episode on this channel with the aims that have been emphasized through each episode. And so, as I'm closing down this channel, it's probably appropriate to ask, why did I create this channel? Well, the first reason is I love my country. I have had a wonderful life, a life full of rich experiences and opportunities. And I would like to see those opportunities avail themselves to those in the current generation and those in future generations. I have had a wonderful life in the United States, and I would like for that life to be a viable option for those who are coming behind me. I create this channel because it's really heartbreaking to see the persistent division that continues to plague this country. You know, the strife, the decrease in civility, the constant struggle to keep one set of people down at the expense of another. And it's really heartbreaking because the pattern is so consistent. And so those observations really kind of compel me to, in my own limited way, to try and think, how can we change the social landscape? And it's interesting, with some very fundamental adjustments, social behavior can be pointed in a more harmonious direction. If on an individual level, if we make a conscious effort to critique the way we address each other, the way we perceive each other, those individual efforts, when combined collectively, can have a powerful effect. Likewise, if we were to seriously reimagine the signals that we're sending socially to depict each other and remove those elements that are dehumanizing in the information that's transmitted through our society, such an adjustment would have a tremendous effect in terms of the social behavior that will materialize over time. The current state of affairs in our country is resulting in tremendous loss of potential. So, where there's division, there's also lost productivity. And so, if we could have more unity, it would create robust opportunities for expansion and growth in areas that are yet to be realized. So, it's really heartbreaking to look at, how we're relating to each other. If we could reverse that, things would be so much more productive, and potential for growth would increase dramatically. I am getting um, older as the years of my life are starting to mount up. My focus has started to shift from activities related to my own self preservation into really thinking seriously about how could I make efforts in my remaining time, how could I make efforts to make the lives of others currently and in the future better? And the seeds planted in this throughout this channel represents my humble effort to try and promote human unity and social harmony, um, as part of my way of saying kind of thank you to this country for all that it has afforded me, and to try and ensure that what I was afforded during my lifetime will also be an option available to those coming on behind me. And so I want to leave you with a quote from a social researcher who was quite active during the middle of the 20th century. And he had some really poignant observations to make, which lined up with kind of the the theme of this channel. And he said that if the popular press would forego the convenience of discussing racial matters in terms of white persons and black persons, one avenue of reinforcement would be removed. However, one might say that white Americans and black Americans will continue to have difficulty to solve their problems, while Americans with different shades of skin color will have a better chance of doing so. As we saw in a previous episode, the concerns raised by Ashley Montague, as we see here in the extrapolated quote from John Williams, the problems have persisted. We have to be the solution. We collectively have to be the solution. And we can do it because it simply takes fundamental changes. It simply takes recognizing that we are a part of the same human family. Our successes or failures are interwoven. It's up to us to make the choices to get our society where we would desire for it to be.